cago en la leche que me siguen por aquí. Me cago en la leche que me siguen por aquí. ¿Qué huele la leche? ¿Qué huele la leche? Joder. ¿Esos son soldados? Voy a agacharme. Voy a agacharme. Esto de no jugar tantos días, la C. ¡Ostras! ¡Adiós! Pues estoy claro. Pues qué bien. Pues empezamos bien. Como no puede ser de otra manera. Joder.
Picsába, mi ez? Írjátok ki a fattyút!
Coño, ¿cómo era? ¿Cómo voy a sacar la espada? El 1. Joder. Es que bien. Mira cómo salgo yo a la tía esa.
picsába, mi ez? Írjátok ki a fattyút!
Még sajnálni fogod, hogy megjelentél itt, te szaros!
Kicsit várnod kell, galambocskám, amíg elintézzük ezt a félet.
Coño.
A kádba!
¿Y cómo salvo yo a la chica? A ver si me acuerdo cómo se luchaba. Combate. Vale. Con la Q. Ahora me acuerdo. No. Tengo ni puta idea de luchar. Y más contra soldados. Tío, que lo siento mucho a la señorita Teresa, pero... Ahora tendré que dar un poquito por culete.
Sajnálni fogod, hogy
¿Cómo
megjelentél
se
itt,
monta?
te szaros!
Kicsit várnod kell, galamb.
Más rápido con la resistencia del caballo. Pero, ¿qué coño es esto? Verás.
Ya.
Señor caballo, ¿podéis correr? Coño, que vienen.
Ya.
tengo que buscar a alguien que la ayude. Madre de Dios. Caballito.
Left. Talmberg is to the left,
Mierda.
along this road.
Ja, tudod, hogy fog végződni.
Run for it! Go! They'll kill you all!
Szétszabdalak egy postalistát.
Caballito.
Megöllek, te büdös.
Joder.
Mi van sok veled?
Flee! To Talmberg!
Tío, quítate del medio.
Csapszedjen! A pokolban végzett!
Run for it!
Szétszabdalak egy postalicska.
Esto es complicado. Oh, puta.
Most véged!
Warn the others! They've tore its scallops!
Eso sí, pedazo de paisajes. ¡Pero me está persiguiendo! Señora, quítase del medio.
Kitekerem a nyakad, te nyomoros.
Madre mía, como se me canse el caballo.
veled? Érje már ki valaki!
Help! Scallops has been attacked! Do something! Help!
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose! Hagyjuk! Húzzunk innen!
Uf. Pues menos mal.
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that hair out.
Joder, me ha dolido hasta a mí. Ay.
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Vaya tela, vaya tela. Vale. O sea, yo vengo de aquí. Ronda. Joder. No grande estoy, ¿no? Me encanta lo de las nubes. A ver. Yo tengo... Pues el diálogo y el carisma de este. Ah, ¿qué es esto? Para subirme de nivel. Nivel principal, 1 de 2. Ah, no. Asceta, primeros auxilios. Ah, para aprender aquí. Explorador, jinete, color, vagabundo. ¿Y qué es cada cosa? Información. Jinete nocturno. Alcance de visión. Coño, pues me gusta más este. Ah, y tengo otros dos. Fuerza, ruido, salud. Coño. O sea, es una subida aquí, pero es que luego cada cosa tiene para subir. Ah, baluarte. Enterrador. Bloquear los golpes con el escudo consume un 30% menos de resistencia. Pues esto es de aprender. Mostramos menos. Agilidad. Vitalidad. No. Diálogo. No. Carisma no. Visibilidad no. Coño, que luego me pone que he subido un nivel. Ah, vale. Bueno. Coño. Que me lo he subido donde no debía. Me cago en su puta madre. Se me puede haber subido por aquí. Me cago en su puta madre. No, esto es nivel actual. Reputación. Joder, estas cosas yo no las había visto. Diario, corred. Cital, secundario hecho. Hablar con Sir Robert. Pi, 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 pi. He descubierto mi cama.
He promised he'd bring them the day after tomorrow.
Excellent. You'll take care of it when he comes?
Certainly, sir.
Perdón. ¿Contigo no tengo que hablar ya, señor?
What was that noise?
Ser. Me la juego. Ah, joder.
Please tell me what happened in Skalitz. I have kin there.
No pasó nada. ¿Qué te cuento? Voy a decir la verdad. Sí.
It seemed like any other day. And then I saw thick smoke rising above the hamlet of Rovna. Soon, Sigismund's army were finished there and came for us. The order to attack must have come even before the alarm bell rang.
God preserve us.
Vale.
We all ran towards the castle for shelter, but they were too fast for us. They slaughtered everyone they caught and torched their houses. I barely escaped, and they murdered my parents.
God bless you, boy. I'm terribly sorry for your
Pues Ana, ya
loss.
sabes lo que tienes que hacer. Ves a la iglesia, reza un poquito con mis padres y... Epa, 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 epa. ¿Qué te pasa? ¿Qué te pasa? ¿Tengo sueño o qué? Forzar cerradura. No hay nada para comer ni... Venga, vamos a hablar con el de abajo. Venga, señor.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Pues sí.
I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsman.
Qué bueno, chaval. Miren aquí todas las historias de cada uno. Qué bueno. Qué bueno. Papa Luna. Claro, estamos en la época de Papa Luna. Qué bueno. Este se va... Si estamos en 1403, pues tiene que estar a puntito de huir a Castilla. Bonifacio IX, claro. Claro, vamos a estar en pleno concilio de Constanza. Me encanta. Esto me puede servir a mí para dar clases a mis alumnos. Qué grande. Cerveceros y destiladores, apicultura. Yo sé que a la gente no le gusta todo esto, pero a mí esto me encanta. Es un trabajazo de juego. Curtidor de pieles, granjero, a lo mejor explica lo de la villa, y que tienen que trabajar un día a la semana en las tierras del Señor y luego al resto del tiempo tienen los mansos, que son las tierras en las que tienen que cobrar, que por trabajar en ellas tienen que pagar un censo al Señor y trabajarlos en la tierra dominicana, en la tierra del Señor, guarnición de la ciudad, el herrero, que es el padre, el pastor. Bueno, en Castilla había muchísimos. Bueno, pero estamos en el Sacro Imperio. Esto es Bohemia. Sastre madero. Qué bueno. Me gusta, me gusta. El cisma. Bueno, esto es lo del Papa, de Benedicto XIII. Y de cómo la Iglesia Católica en Occidente está a punto de partirse en dos. Se habían ido a Aviñón los papas por miedo a las familias romanas y el rey de Francia, a cambio de defenderles, digamos que iba poniendo un poquito a los reyes, a los papas que él quería. Y entonces hubo un momento en que va a haber un papa en Aviñón y otro papa en Roma. Qué bien, la conquista de... Esto sí que no me lo conozco. Con una hora. Siguiente, tomó y saqueo de la ciudad. Con una hora es leal al rey defendido por mineros. Claro, esto no lo conozco, pero el contacto que tenían Bohemia con los pueblos eslavos antiguos los pueblos eslavos habían conseguido, por parte de los ávaros y todo eso, muchas riquezas de Roma, de la época de Roma. Y entonces, con la época de Carlomagno, es decir, estamos hablando de 6 siglos antes a esto, Carlomagno es del año 800 y esto es 1403, pues los ávaros tenían muchas riquezas del mundo romano y los pueblos eslavos, muchos, heredaron esas riquezas, y también Carlomagno. Entonces me imagino que lo de Quién ahora, esto que estoy leyendo, sea por esas riquezas antiguas también traídas del mundo romano. Nuestro Wenceslao IV. Bueno, y esto es la parte del juego que me interesa a mí. No tengo ni puta idea de nada. Lo del caballo no me ha quedado claro. Frenar para ir al paso, que es con el bloqueo de mayúsculas. Vale. Si se intenta forzar al caballo cuando se... Ah, que también tiene estadísticas de aparejos e inventario. Coño, Mex, si hubiera silbado antes, les había dejado en paz. Bueno. Vale. Y esto del ataque es lo que tengo que ensayar de alguna manera. Vale, forcejeo, que eso no me había quedado claro. Bloque perfecto. Esto lo tengo que ver luego. Diálogo, persuasión, sí que era para forzar cerraduras, eso no lo sé. Heridos y sanación, mantenimiento del equipo. Vale, ubicaciones. Rovna. Scalis. Thunderberg. General. Cuidado animal. Ah, esto es una historia diatriba. Vale, los diezmos. Parte de mi tesis va ahí. Dinero. Ejército de tierra. Enseñanza de estandartes. Escuelas. Extranjeros. Fe y devoción. Amistad tradicional. Finanzas municipales. Fuentes de luz. La cera de las abejas. Gremios y oficios. Heráldica. Judíos. Labranza. Mobiliario. Nombres y apellidos. Prueba por tormento. ¿Esto qué es? Esto sí que no sé lo que es. Juicio de Dios o juicio por Calvario. Yo sé lo del duelo. El duelo contraparte. Bueno, y lo del agua caliente también. Refugios excavados. Ropas y moda. Saludos. Saludos. Salvoconducto y telas. Cobra de San Wenceslao. Bueno, yo creo que me lo he leído todo. Aquí no tengo que subir nada. Inventario. Buah, tengo una espada de sierra chila. ¿Esto qué me da? Fuerza. Daño de estocada.
I can't understand why he'd waste his talent.
Vamos a ir a comer algo. ¿Dónde, señor? Aquí, me siento.
Please tell me what happened in Skalitz. I have a kin there.
Milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady.
Sí.
Reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
Se siente abrumado. Me encanta.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Bueno.
Something to eat.
Pues a comer. ¿Y esto cómo era? Comida. Puré de lentejas. Comer. Panecillo. Comer. Comer. Y comer. Comida. Eso también me lo llevo, esa joya maya. Y luego seguro me falta comida por ahí. Espero que no se pudra. Pato. Podría comentar el pato. ¿Y cómo sé el hambre que tengo? Ay Dios, me duermo ahora. Espérate, otra manzana si te da esa. ¿No hay nada más para mí por aquí? Ya, que no. ¿Dónde se duerme aquí? Ahí dentro. Ya voy. Aquí. Francia, espera, si está cansado, te lo Madre mía, como guarda el bosque sin ver, no es tan relajante como el vivir en la cama de una pasada, no puedes dormir. Ah, vale. Ah, P, en la estadística de energía. Déjame. O sea, ahora en personaje, en la estadística de energía. Creo que da diferencia. Vale, jugador, estadísticas. Cansancio. Estás agotado, no puedes concentrarte y te después aquí, estadísticas, ¿no? Ha dicho. General. Tiempo en minutos corridos, dinero. No, pero esto no es. Distancia, tiempo, combate, crimen. Combate. Oficio, jugar. Oficio. Coño, no me ha dicho que era aquí. Jugador P. En la estadística, energía. Estadística. Combate, habilidades, efectos, reputación. A ver. P. Estadística, energía. Pues hijo mío. Acelerar tiempo, subpestañas. Habilidades, combate, efectos. Tiene que ser aquí. Información. Reputación. General. Coño, no me jodas. Energía. 19. ¿Qué significa esto? Pero... Igual, pues no sé. ¿Cuánto? Necesitas unir la pestaña jugador P. Henry. Esto sí. Energía. 19. Ah, vale. O sea que si llega a 0, no es malo.
What the hell was that?
¿Cuánto quieres dormir?
God knows what it was.
Pues...
How ill-mannered.
Energía. Hemos dicho que tenía 19, 20. Pues 10 horas. Joder. Me han despertado a mitad de la noche.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion.
Pues hija, sí.
I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine.
Uy, esta señora quiere violarme.
It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You
Bueno, el sirviente no te habría violado.
You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How
Que estaba
awful it must
dormido,
have been for
muchacho.
you.
Tú quieres lo
I
que
came to
quieres.
offer you solace. to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you.
Te digo
But
yo.
I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Déjame dormir al muchacho, señora. Ay, 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 ay. Pobrecillo. Venga, vamos a cantar la historia del ataque.
You might be right, my lady.
Uy, no está.
I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected.
Ha desaparecido.
The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Fui a la taberna y dormíamos.
A fellow by the name of Kunnish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunnish had no intention of paying.
¿Pero dónde está el hombre?
It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved. But Kunnish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armor, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I wasn't safe yet. The Cumans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her.
Sí, unas cuantas veces lo he intentado.
I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors
¿Quién
you
ha podido
went
tener
through.
hijos? Ya te lo digo.
I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me, an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on.
Y te echarán al castillo.
We're here.
Después de complacer a la señora.
My lady, you're still young.
¿Ves? Ay, has caído.
Beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Qué pícaro.
Would that were true, lad.
Y mozo. Ahora quieres que sea
Would it
mozo.
were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
Pero déjate la comida, que tengo hambre. Uy, uy, uy.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Ya se ha curado la perna. Pobrecillo. Las pesadillas las va a tener.
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Pobrecito.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
No jodas. No van a dejar dormir a este pobre muchacho. Bueno, vamos a guardar y vamos a dejarlo aquí. Que si no, mejor de la media. ¿Qué dice? Ta 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 ta. Eso también Vale. Pues nada, hasta aquí la grabación y adiós.